Oh Lord, the door open. Hello to the viewer that's here. Hey Tiana, baby, how you doing today? I'm gonna start calling my segments Pandora's box. That's what I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna start calling them Pandora's box. You got doctor's appointment? Oh, Tiana, it's good. It's good. Few pain pills here and there every once in a while. I'm good. Uh, Betty White, Pandora's box does has levels, and I'm gonna be the gatekeeper to Pandora's box. No better person to do it than me, right? Oh, I got some Metamucil for that. Shit tastes like sand. All right, y'all. Um, I wanna wait because I don't want people. I don't want people to jump in at the last minute. I'm trying to wait for a few people, but I'm already at the 4 minute marker, so fuck it. When I last left off, I was talking about the fuck shit. Okay. Now that I went walk the dog and I thought about a few things, these are some things I didn't say. And it kind of makes sense for me to talk about it because, well, first off, I want to give a shout out to Miss Gwen. She's one of my subscribers. And she posted a comment about stopping bags on YouTube. And I want to give her a major shout out for giving me a reality check. So if Miss Gwen, if you see this video, if you're watching, kudos to you, darling. Kudos to you because you gave me one of the world's biggest reality checks. Like you said, how can you stop a bag on YouTube versus a bag that you earned? And that made me think. Before I clicked this live, I created my title and all that. I thought about that. And this is what I have to say about that. I, Neptarian looking from afar, will not be as petty as to stop a bag on YouTube because that equates to certain people's jobs. For people who can't get a job, this is their job. So who am I to stop somebody's bag if this is their job? Who am I? Who am I? Like, for real, who am I to stop somebody's bag? Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't want nobody to stop my bag at my job that I wake up every morning to do with my husband, which is writing grants. I wouldn't want nobody to stop that bag. I wouldn't want nobody to stop that. So, Miss Gwen, thank you for that reality check. Those go hand in hand together. So no, I never stopped nobody's bag. I couldn't. I couldn't see myself stopping somebody's bag. It took one of my subscribers to on the mental and make me think about that. So I pose a question. What drives a person to stop somebody's bag? Seriously, you guys, what drives a person to stop somebody's bag? Is it out of pure hatred? Is it out of malice? Is it out of rage? Is it out of envy? Jealousy? As Betty White said, jealousy. And I'm not none of those things. I live a very nice life. I live a very nice lifestyle. I live comfortably. So who am I to stop somebody's bag? But who are y'all as content creators, as subscribers, to go and stop somebody's bag? I don't see it for nobody who does that. I don't see it for nobody who does that. You have to be a very fickle individual to do that. And now that one of my subs gathered me in 50 words or less, it put something on my brain. And here it goes. Y'all excuse me, because I'm trying to say this as nice as possible. I'm trying to say this as nice as possible. But fuck it, here goes. You have to be a shady bitch, a cunty individual to do this. People have kids. People have bills. People have medical needs. People, hey Tracy baby, people have things on in their life that you need a job for to take care of certain things. And for you to go behind that person's back and stop their bag, you'd be all up in arms. You'd be all in your feelings if somebody did this shit to you. Like I said, right is right, wrong is wrong, and Tracy is here. And I can say this in front of Tracy. And I'm glad Tracy here. Tracy, make your presence known, baby. Make your presence known. Tracy said some unsavory things. Tracy said some unsavory things that she did. Like I said, I had to detach myself from the situation to understand what was going on. I had to detach myself from the situation. Yes, both of them was wrong. There's no right. There's no right in this situation. No right at all. Okay? Since some people think I'm biased because I'm friends with Jay Wilson, Tracy is a grown woman. Tracy can take constructive criticism. But Tracy was wrong and Fibe was wrong. Duppy, subscribe to my channel, click the bell, unclick it, and click it again. You're gonna get the notifications. My channel be tripping. But there was no winner in that situation. Like I said earlier, Tracy didn't have to say what she said, and Fibe didn't have to say what she said. But what I really don't agree with is that girl going to Tracy's sister's Atlanta, showing them Tracy YouTube channel. That's what I don't agree with. That's what I don't agree with. The stoppage of baggage is real in here. There's no rules in fighting. When you go to war with anybody, there's no rules. But, keyword, boundaries. Where are the boundaries? See, we blurring the boundaries. In my Robin Thicke line, in my Robin Thicke voice, let's talk about these blurred lines. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about these blurred lines. If you had no parts of that beef, if that girl had no parts of that beef, why interject yourself in there? Why insert yourself into that beef? You know how stupid you look doing that? Is this all because you want to be close to somebody? You think these people gonna help you out in your time of need? You think these people gonna give a fuck about you when it's all said and done? You're being used at the end of the day. You're being used. What's so hard about that to grasp? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the bitch drink. You the telltale signs of being used. You don't know the signs? Look how people bucking your head up to do this. And like I said, Tracy is a grown woman. I can say this in front of Tracy. Tracy is a friend of mine. Me and Tracy have the same mentality. But go ahead, Tracy, baby. Go ahead, baby. I love you much. Mwah. Me and Tracy have the same mentality. But you have to understand there's only so much a person can take. That's what I want people to understand. There's only so much a person can take before they snap. That's just like me. Lord knows there's several people who done came after me. And I done ate that shit. I ate that shit. I ate that shit. I ate that shit. Y'all ever heard the terminology? Pressure burst pipes? Pressure burst pipes? That's all that happened with Tree. And the same thing with 5B. Like Betty White said, there's a whole bunch of fish in the sea. In actuality, there's a whole bunch of money to be made. Enough for everybody to make. Who's one person to dictate somebody's bag? It's not like you gonna make no $1 million check, no $100,000 check. So why are you so hell bent and pressed on fucking with this woman? Like I said, and Tracy's still here. She just left, look like. But shit, child, I'm jumping the gun. But like I said, Tracy is a grown woman. She can handle her own. And I can say this in front of Tracy. Can y'all say the things I'm saying in front of these people who come in y'all checks if y'all was content creators? Not chastising them, but speaking your mind and your opinion. Could you do that? No. Because too many people are bone carriers. They would carry a bone just for the sake of drama. And I love just about everybody. But I did unsubscribe to a few people's channels while I was walking the dog. I got a few more I need to go and unsub for. But honey, this shit don't make no sense. To deliberately go to a sister store and rat somebody out. You know how childish and simple you look doing that? That's just like, you know what? Let's call a spade a fucking spade. Let's call a spade a spade. That's just like people calling CPS, calling the IRS, going to houses, filing, some of these motions and restraining orders are called for. But like, if it's not about nothing major, why are y'all so bent out of shape about it? Is it your money, your coochie, your soul? Is it your pocketbook? Is it your livelihood? Is it your children? If the answer is no to any of that, why are you in the mess? See, some of y'all couldn't have been raised in Louisiana. Because if you was raised out here in Louisiana, what y'all doing would warrant an ass whooping. See, both of the people who are fighting with each other, this will be the time when they come together, put their differences to the side, and they'll tap your ass. They'll tap your ass just for getting in their business. just for stirring the pot when the pot didn't need to be stirred. Didn't your parents teach you stay out of people's business? My God, like if I had $1 for every nosy person I saw, I'd be a rich motherfucker. I'd be very rich. Tisha Lee, ASMR sector, way more peaceful. You don't see no beefs, you don't see no drama, none of that shit over there. You don't see none of that over there. So why is it this sector, as I like to call it, y'all excuse my French when I say this, the bitter broken hoe section, where all the hoes gotta say so on everybody's business, always in people business. That's like me telling a woman how she should have her baby. Oh no, girl, you should have your baby natural. Don't get no epidural. Don't worry about no C-section. And when them complications come, that person gonna want to kick my ass. Straight up. Straight up. That person gonna want to kick my ass when they have complications. That wasn't my place to learn how to have the, or me as a person have kids trying to tell somebody how to raise their kids. See where I'm going with this? If you don't fit nowhere in that category, stay out of it. Like, stay out of it. The only thing I really can say, just stay out of people's fucking drama. Miss, hello, J. Parrish. Like, stay out of people's fucking way. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, most of these people would tell people, this not for you. Stay out of my business. I'm not minding yours, don't mind mine. And they'd be all upset. Honey. And speaking of the people I unsubscribed for, because yeah, I watched the video and apparently my words got back to a few people. And acting like they're anti-white. They're not homophobia. They don't have homophobia. Well, what the fuck do you call that? You don't like this here. You don't like this. You don't like certain people who do this here. You don't like certain skin tones. Make it make sense. Like I said, a racist doesn't know that they're racist. But I'm supposed to be the crazy one. Child, if I'm crazy, what y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Spewing the black version of neo-Nazism all over YouTube. Make it make sense for me. Make it make sense for me. I could understand Minister Louis Farrakhan. I could understand Gandhi. But y'all, as black people, y'all up here really doing this? Y'all don't give two fucks about the human race? Not black, not white, not Mexican, not Latino, whatever you may be. Y'all don't give a fuck about that. I thought we was the human race, not the black race, not the white race. Tisha, let me touch a few bases since you brought that up. Let me touch a few bases. How people on YouTube are affecting people real lives. People have gone to court. People have been accused of pedophilia. People have been accused of raping their own children. People have been accused of cheating on their husbands, their wives. People have been calling people's jobs, their schools, their churches, their parents, their ex-spouses, ex-husbands, ex-wives. They've been doing all this. And I'm wondering, like, what do you get out of this? Do you get joy out of this? Do you get a pay for this? What? I just want to know. I seriously want to know. What's the purpose of the doxing? What's the purpose of trying to shame somebody, embarrass them? But my favorite saying, in the words of Funky Dineva, you can't spray nobody with their own tea, especially when they lived it, went through it, and stood through it. Just like motherfuckers taking pictures of people pussies, motherfuckers creating fake accounts to catfish people and then expose that all over YouTube for the world to see. What do you get out of that? All I want to know, what do you get out of that? It's not cloud. It's not a blessing from the Lord or whoever you worship. You don't get a paycheck. So what do you get from it? Like, I honestly want to know. Now I pose a question to you guys who's watching this. What if somebody did this to y'all? How would you feel? Seriously, how would you feel somebody did this to y'all? Somebody harassing your grandmother. K Summers, hey baby, how you doing? I care, but you know how I care, but you know how I rock nip. A whole plate with everyone's safety around me. The doxxing queen. Well, K Summers, your situation is different. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. K Summers, your situation is different. Like they say in the Bible, an eye for an eye. An eye for an eye. Your situation is completely different. So by all means, queen, do you. Do you. I could never tell nobody how to go to war. I could never tell nobody how to go to war. And me and you the same way. New Wall is in the house. Stand up, babe. You know we take it a step further. So I could never tell you how to, do your stuff. Because I see how you coming. And I love every minute of it. But y'all. Tisha Lee, baby, how you didn't? How you didn't? But K Summers, baby. Do you see how far out of control this shit then got? Like, do you see how far out of control this shit then got? Now, I'm practicing what I preach. Because, this channel is all about serenity, peace, love, this, that, and the other. But, you see how far this shit then got out of hand? And I can honestly say, you're not like none of the people on here. Like you said, you only do roasting. And I can honestly say, from watching your channel, watching all your videos, you are the fucking roast queen. I know I can read a bitch for filth, but you, me never want to get on your bad side. Tisha Lee, let me show you how real life and virtual reality come together. Let me show you. You see how some of these people up here doxing people and running background reports on them in case Summers can verify this. Okay. When you run a background report on somebody, there's this little box you have to check off that says, I will not use this for ill will or malicious intent. And you're signing this with the federal government and your local state and local governments. So if certain people really were smart, if certain people really were smart and they found out they've been doxxed or did a background check on, they can legitimately file a claim with that person's state and have them under the penitentiary with a felony. Do y'all not read the fine print when y'all do this shit? You can be charged with several felonies. I'm like, So you mean to tell me y'all just gonna ignore this here? Ignore the ramifications and the consequences that comes behind this? Jay Parrott, It's gonna come out in the wash, but somebody needs to be that beacon, that siren that puts it out there. Like I said, I have this sixth sense. I don't know if I really have a sixth sense, but whenever I say certain shit, it happens. So I'm gonna just say this here. Give it 6 more months. A lot of people, channels about to get took down, and we gonna be reading about a lot of people going to jail via YouTube for ruining lives. Straight up. Roasting and gagging is one thing, but when you intentionally set out to ruin some life, it's over with. It's over with for you, son, daughter, whatever you want to call yourself. It's over with for you. That's like me going to, let me see, what'll be a good example for me? That's like me going to a church, okay, and me showing pictures of the pastor laid up in a bed with a man in front of his whole congregation. Do you know that man can sue me for slander? Like, do y'all know that man can sue me for slander if I was to do some shit like that? Or that's like me looking up my old principal's finances, and I post it for all of the world to see. I can go to jail for that. But a lot of people on here don't use this right here, what's between their ears. Oh, it's public record. It's public record. Certain things aren't public record, motherfuckers. When you run that background report, read that bitch in for its entirety and tell me if that's public record. Like I said, y'all, Miss Gwen, one of my subscribers, made me reevaluate everything that I said earlier about the stoppage of baggage. I'm not taking no parts in it. I'm not taking no parts of that, because I don't want karma to come back on me and fuck me raw. Don't want none of that. So I'm going to stay in my lane, know my place, and play my role. I wish other people would do that. But no, other people won't know other people's businesses. But certain people not going to rest until they dox the right motherfucker. And when I say dox the right motherfucker, I'm talking about somebody in law enforcement. But I'm going to say this as well. Somebody in law enforcement on here, and they waiting to be doxed. I'm not going to call their name. I'm not going to say their screen name. But just know they on YouTube. And the only thing I can do is just warn y'all. And this person is encouraging me to let people know they want to be doxed. They want to be doxed so they can put an end to this bullshit. This person be in everybody chat. That's all I'm going to say. This person be in everybody chat. And no, it's not diving for death. Thank you, Tisha Lee, baby. No, it's not diving for death. This person say they want to remain anonymous, and I'm going to keep them anonymous. I should have been told this person. I should have been said this, because this person been asking me to put this warning out there. The rich, not no law enforcement. Y'all can stop guessing. Y'all can stop guessing. But baby, I can't wait for this person to get doxxed. Starting from the ringleader on down, gonna fall. What's my grandmother's favorite saying? Don't throw rocks if you live in a glass house. Tisha Lee, I've been on YouTube for a couple years, but I've been making videos for a couple months. So going by my calculations of my YouTube activity, I won't say doxing has been going on for 2 years. I was a faithful YouTube watcher, as I call it. I used to stay on the YouTube proverbial sidewalk. Hey, Vivian Jennings, darling. I was on the proverbial YouTube sidewalk, and all this doxing brought me out. And the reason why it brought me out to start making videos, I used to hack. I used to hack as a teenager. Oh, yes, I did. Used to hack my ass off. What of my home? I could fuck with your lights if you had a digital house. I could fuck with your car if you had OnStar. That's how good my hacking skills was. So me watching all this doxing going on, I was like, do they know you can go to jail for what the fuck you doing, bitch? So when I watched a certain person dox, let's just say Larry Nelson, I went to the website where you type in somebody's name to do a background report. I didn't pay for it, but I got to the screen where you had to pay for it and you had to click the box. And I read that fine print at the bottom. A felony. Posting private information. 5 to 15 years. But y'all proud of this shit. Y'all act like y'all can't be touched. Just because nobody knocked on your door as of yet, don't mean you not being watched. It's not about instant gratification. It's about the long run, the long haul. You have to know how to play the game. Chess and checkers don't apply to this. It's all about up here. So please, by all means, for any and everybody who's taking part in this fuck shit, don't get scared now. Y'all took it too far. And while I was walking the dog, I did some research on RICO, the RICO law. Come to find out, GoFundMe does fall under the RICO category. Especially if you're using it, catch this, if you're using it in a way to discord chaos, drama, strife, you're using it to blackmail people, I read for a living. When I write a grant, I have to read everything. So reading is second nature to me. And comprehending comes first. So when I read all that, I'm like, this reminds me of 3 people on YouTube. Now, I wonder how much money they got in that GoFundMe. A piece. And if that GoFundMe exceeds a certain amount, you have to report that to the IRS when you file your taxes. And after that, if you don't, RICO applies. Racketeering, infrastructure, and something else. That applies to you. I'm just saying. Some of y'all done been coerced to be a part of this shit. You've donated to this shit. You've been duped. You've been gooped. You've been gagged. You've been had. Hot Sagittarius, I'm very informative. Very informative. Trust me, very informative. Me and mine don't have the job we have for nothing. Well, KC, we different. See, we actually pay attention. And if you guys read GoFundMe's fine print, you can report certain people for fraud. I don't want to post it on here because the YouTube devil, from what I'm seeing, she watches my channel time to time. And I don't have time for that. I don't want her to learn the things that I know. But she can hear this. She can hear this. I just want this information to be put out there, be spread, be heard. Oh, do you guys know about revenge porn laws? I'm glad that just hit me. Tisha Lee, go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. I'm pretty sure your husband would love to hear this. He would love this information. What my mama called me, she said I'm a walking savant when it comes down to processing and holding information. Let me see it one time and I never forget it. Now, what I was getting ready to say? Yes. Now, revenge porn. You guys know what revenge porn is, right? Okay. Now, I hate that it happened to this gentleman, but I want people to be educated as to what revenge porn is. You take a video of somebody in their unsavory moments when they're pleasuring themselves, this, that, and the other, you know. And let's just say this person shared this with you privately, or this is on another platform, website. Okay? So let's just say somebody goes onto your platform, they screen record, crop the video, post it to their website. Okay? And let's say somebody calls you and tell you, if you'd have kept your mouth closed, I'd have never did this here. That's considered blackmail. And it's also considered revenge porn. In certain states, it's considered a misdemeanor. But I know here in Louisiana, depending on the severity of the video, let's just say you posted this video everywhere. It caused this person to lose their job. It affected their work. Their children saw it. This, that, and the other. There you go, Jay Parrish. In the state of Louisiana, you can be charged in between a misdemeanor or a felony. And if you get that felony, you doing 2 to 5, maybe 10. All because you want to call yourself trying to ruin somebody. Now, I know in Texas, it's considered a misdemeanor. But if you really push the issue, if you have a good attorney and you push the issue, you can put that person away 4, 5 to 8. I'm not no lawyer. I'm not no lawyer. I just read a lot. I challenge all y'all to read up on your laws when it come down to all this. Be informed. Don't be dumb all your lives. Just like I've been cooking since I was 8 and I've been reading since I was 4, y'all can do this shit too. Y'all can do this shit too. And I find it funny how people are so terrified of people on YouTube. Why are you scared of somebody who's behind a screen, on a phone, on a computer? How are you terrified? It's not like this person can physically reach out and touch you. But I did see some fucked up shit. I'm not going to call this YouTuber name, but this YouTuber got her bank account hacked. This YouTuber sent out her email. And her email was connected to her Cash App and her bank. And another YouTuber took it upon himself to log into her Google account, change her password, and he went into her Cash App, took all her money, logged into her bank that has an app on the phone. He went through every bank until he found it and used that same password that he created to get into her bank account and took her money from her. Tell me if people on YouTube don't play too much. Now, this woman is in the process of recovering all her money that this person took from her. And she got her a nice piece of case. Got her a nice piece of case. But what this person didn't realize was when you change another person's password through Google, Your location pops up. See, some of us are so smart, we stupid. When you request a password change, the person account who's it for automatically gets the notification. And it shows you the IP address, the town, city, and the state. Come on, people. Don't be dumb all your lives. You can do that with... Okay, hold up, baby. I was about to get it backwards. Out of all the email servers you can do that with, why do that with Google? I could have seen if it was Yahoo. I could have seen if it was Hotmail. I could have seen if it was Outlook Express. But Google, for real, Google. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta go to the little men's room. Betty White. Oh, Betty White. What you talking? Don't do it from your house. What you talking about? Don't do it from your house. You do it from a library. You 10 times more likely to be caught. Because every library has a sign-in system. You have to get a library card, or you get a temporary card, and you put those numbers in there. Hey, Castro Boo. You know, if you hack and you go to a library, you got to put your library card number or your temporary library card number if you're from out of town. And we all know that libraries are highly secure. Okay? So when you put that number in there and you call yourself hacking from a library, the only thing they got to do is go to the computer where that number was used, pull up the cameras, and look at the person using that fucking computer. Why not just get well, no, somebody else said it, but if you do get a virtual private network, aka a VPN, that still can be cracked. How you think I got caught? The police caught me. So good at what I do, fucking with my principal and my teachers and motherfuckers I didn't like, it caught up with me. I used to hack out of spite and malice. Just to fuck with people who fucked with me. And I got caught. I was on probation for a while. I couldn't use a computer for a while. I couldn't be around the computer. And if I was around the computer, it couldn't have internet access. Take note, people. Take note. If y'all understand what I'm telling y'all, y'all reading between the lines. In other words, I'm telling y'all what y'all need to do. Well, my VPN, I'm in Bangladesh. Yes. Which is why every once in a while, VPN is a virtual private network. Which is why, like, whenever I play music, I get these, not copyright strikes, but I get these copyright claims from Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Pakistan, Iran, all these Muslim countries. When I got flagged for the first time, my VPN was set to Jiaxing. I think that's how you say it, Jiaxing, China. It was set to Jiaxing, China. Or is it Zhaozhou, China? Something like that. But it was set to China. And it started with an X. I move around. But a VPN can be cracked too. It can be cracked. Some are free, but those are the stupid ones. And then you can pay for a VPN. Yes. Tisha. Tisha. Yes, see, the thing about me, like, my bay has all it. My bay has all it on our work computers. Hi, Unique 12B, and thank you. My bay has all that. And he got hacked once before. And traced it right back to the person who did it to him. See, a lot of people need to be mindful of what they do. And like these troll accounts that's on YouTube, oh baby, that's the easiest things to hack. You only using it for one thing, to troll people. You barely use it. So it's not protected. It's not secure. All you need is 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. Physical address, street address, the type of car you drive, all that will be pulled up. So I don't understand how these people on YouTube figure that they can't be found. Unlike one person, but that's my own personal little project right there. That's my own personal little project right there. They gave away everything they need to know about themselves already. Thank you, Shelly, for dropping that information. Cause send me your location and focus on communication and process servers. But alas, like I said, that's my own little personal project, something I'm working on. But y'all get the gist of this live. Don't figure you can't be found, you can't be touched, and you can't be popped. You just never know who watching, who looking, who lurking, and who paying attention. But you guys, I need to go roll me up a nasty piece of blunt and get high, high,